the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is Murray. He finds some open field here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run with a rookie from Cal, Kolfrani Muhammad. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They run with Murray. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a first down throw. Watson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the interception here, Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Hitting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. They will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go! Ohio!
On first down, Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They go play action here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. On second down, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I know you're trying to have the scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. To throw Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans add on. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Johnston Fowler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Here's Muhammad. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard near the 25. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Taylor. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Tennessee 1st down. That one Mariota to Matthews. And they're going to go soft on the corners. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, sprinting the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the read option, it's Mariota. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A run. It's Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished third in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott and a late-charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my #1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
A second spin, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go. Black round. Black punch.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Carry of the game now. Murray. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Cushing coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. Airs this out for Matthews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Watson off play action. Dancing to his left. He's going to take it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what he actually did.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They go again with Muhammad. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. They'll try and run with Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On play action, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Okay. Even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out come the Titans now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota now on second down. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Third and long here for Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter, it's the Panthers moving back in front in what's been a seesaw affair. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Watson. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Klug able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
On second down, here's Watson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Now Watson on third and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. It's a foot race. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3.